Welcome back to the DaBoot Tragedies. The Saints play the Las Vegas Raiders on this Sunday. Both teams have been struggling. The Saints are 2-5. The Raiders are 2-4. So it's a must-win for both of these teams. And of course, it wouldn't be the Saints if the injury report was not brutal at this point in the season. Michael Thomas and Jarvis Landry have already been ruled out for this game. So we're going to be down basically two of our top three receivers. Dennis Allen did say that Michael Thomas will be back this year. A lot of people has been saying, Michael Thomas doesn't want to play. He doesn't want to be out there. He's just hurt. We all saw Michael Thomas week 1 against the Falcons. 2 touchdowns, made big plays down the stretch, and he said he didn't even play his best game. Obviously, that man is starving to play. He just, been injury prone the last couple years, and it is what it is. Can't wait to see him back on the field. Dennis Allen has said that, Michael Thomas has been working hard to get back out there on the field. But it's just a bummer, man. Just a bummer that you don't have your top receiver, top 5 guy on your roster on the team. He's been there for 1 week. We've seen him for 1 week in the last, 3 years, it seems like. So that's just unfortunate for Michael Thomas, unfortunate for the Saints, unfortunate for us, because we don't get to see one of the best receivers in the NFL on the field, and it sucks that he plays for the Saints. Jarvis Landry, who also had a big week 1, he's not going to be there as well. So missing him, missing Michael Thomas. Both of those guys are obviously big to our offense. They won't be there against the Raiders this week. Also, all-pro cornerback Marshon Lattimore dealing with a bruised kidney from what I've seen, what I've heard. He won't be out there. He's already been ruled out. So Michael Thomas, Jarvis Landry, Marshon Lattimore have all been ruled out. That's all pro caliber guys at one point in their career, Pro Bowl guys, all 3 of them, and they won't be playing. Now, that's a big reason the Saints are 2-5. Injuries. Yeah, injuries on that injury report, but those are the 3 guys that's already been ruled out for the game against the Raiders. Some other guys on the injury report: Adam Troutman, he is a limited participant today. He's questionable. Andres Pete, he's been limited all week. He's also questionable. Keith Kirkwood, he finally fully participated today. He'll probably go. Paulson Adebo, limited all week with a knee injury. I think he's going to be questionable. Ryan Ramczyk, he's going to play. He's just taking rest days because he's that guy. Who else? Juwan Johnson, hamstring. He was limited the last 2 days, so we'll see what he does. And David Onyemata, he did not practice, and he's questionable. So Juwan Johnson, David Onyemata, Paulson Adebo, Andres Pete, who I think I skipped with a chest injury, Adam Troutman, they're all questionable. I mean, we need a couple of those guys to play. If they all don't play, it's going to be a shit show out there. So we'll see what those guys do, man. A lot of guys questionable, a lot of guys hurt, but that's just been the story of the Saints season so far in 2022. Quick thing on the Raiders injury report. Their starting safety, Jonathan Abram, he's been limited all week. Devontae Adams hasn't been practicing. Deshaun Bowers, he hasn't been practicing. All those guys were illnesses, so don't know, I haven't been doing research on that, but I'm assuming those guys will play. Derek Carr, he was limited. He's going to play. Not worried about that. But Darren Waller, he's been limited. Josh Jacobs been limited. Matt Collins been limited. So they're beat up just like the Saints. Don't know who's going to play for them. They haven't ruled anyone in or out to my knowledge, so definitely going to take a look at that. But, of course, they're playing the Saints, so everyone's going to play. No one's going to miss time. And I will just jump into kind of the game. Obviously, the Saints have named Andy Dalton the starting quarterback. I'm assuming it's for the foreseeable future. And the offense has been playing okay. Turnovers has been killer. Red zone offense hasn't been the best. We definitely need to get those things worked on, get those things fixed if we're going to have a chance to make a run at this division, man. The division is terrible. If the Panthers beat the Falcons and we beat the Raiders, it's going to be 4 teams at 3-5, and it's a brand new season. So we have to come out with intensity. We have to come out with that swag like Alvin Kamara said, and we have to win this game. Things I'll be looking at offensively from Pete Carmichael, from the Saints offense, things that I think we need to do. Obviously, Rashid Shaheed, he's number 1 on my list. He's not really number 1 on my list, but he's going to be the first person I talk about. If you've been following this channel for any time at all, especially during draft time, you know that I've been very, very high on Rashid. He's a playmaker. He's a touchdown getter, and the Saints need to play him. They're giving us excuses about, he's trying to, get into the offense. He's just getting back, this and that. Cut it out. Just cut it out, man. Just say you want to play the guys that's been there, and Traquan Smith and Marquez Callaway and Kirkwood over him. That's simple as that. I don't want to hear that he's still trying to learn the offense, this and that. I think that's a load of crap. And that's me saying it nicely. I think they're lying about it. I think that's how the NFL is, man. The coaches and the staff and things like that, they're going to play guys they're familiar with. They don't like the unknown. They'll just rather throw Traquan Smith and Marquez Callaway out there and just hope for the best. We've seen it already. Play Rashid Shaheed more than damn 10 snaps a game. I'm tired of it. He's obviously showed he can make plays. And the other guys, they really haven't shown us anything in 3-4 years. Like, what else do we need to see? Give somebody else a chance. This was my biggest criticism on Sean Payton. Those receivers last year Sean Payton had out there, absolutely awful. He did not break anyone above the practice squad to get those guys a chance. The same thing is going on right now with the Saints this year. The receivers have not been good outside of Chris Olave and obviously MT and Jarvis when they were healthy. Give someone else a chance. Rashid Shaheed has showed up every time you gave him a chance. Give him more chances. I think it could all be so simple. So we'll see how they utilize him this week against the Raiders. Also, I need to see Alvin Kamara in the pass game. Please give me more of Alvin Kamara in the pass game and not when we're down 21 throwing checkdowns. I don't want to see that. Give me some screens. Give me some option routes. Give me anything to get Alvin Kamara in space with linebackers. We definitely need to do that. Also, red zone offense. Please, if it's 1st and 10 on the 15-yard line and we come out with Holtz, Troutman, Jawan Johnson, Traquan Smith, and Mark Ingram and run the ball on 1st down, I'm going to be livid. I'm tired of seeing that because we do it time and time again, and it's 2nd and 10 every time in the red zone, and we're putting ourselves behind the chains, and no one wants to watch that type of football. Please come out with weapons. Please. The red zone offense, in my opinion, has been brutally, just nasty football going on down there, man. Come out with your weapons. Get the ball in Alvin Kamara hands, Taysom Hill hands, Jawan Johnson hands, Chris Olave hands. We have weapons. I know MT and Jarvis are out, but we have weapons. Let's use them. Let's stop just doing negative 2-yard carries to Mark Ingram in the red zone, please. Don't want to see that. Defensively, Dennis Allen, man, I'm on you. I'm on your ass this week. That defense better show up. The Raiders have not been playing good football. But, of course, They'll see the Saints and they'll be playing the best football all year. Same thing with the Cardinals. Same thing with the Seahawks. Same thing with whoever you want to name. When they get to the Saints, they play good football. Can we put a stop to that? I don't care who's out, who's missing. We have to put a stop to this Raiders offense. Like, we have to. Dennis Allen, you have to come up with a good game plan. The players are there. I know we have some injuries, some new pieces and things like that. But we're 2-5. It is week 8. I don't want to hear any more excuses, man. That's half of the season this week. You have to show up. That defense has to show up. Or obviously you're just not going to be fit for this job. Last but not least, man, my predictions on this game. I do think the Saints can come out with the win. But, hey, I'm doing a little reverse psychology. I've predicted us to win every game every time I do this. So, hey, I'm going to predict us to lose. I'm going to predict Oakland Raiders tired of picking us to win, and we lose every week. So maybe that'll do the trick. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments below, man. What are y'all expecting in this game? What are y'all score predictions? All that good stuff. As always, this is DaBoot Tragedies, and I'm out.